Sets up the play again.
He's really having a bellow at the players. He used to get upset at me when I used to do that too.
Sol Campbell off the legs of Neil Sullivan. Perhaps the best chance of the game then. Campbell's rasping drive off the legs of the Dons keeper Neil Sullivan. Here's Earl again. The Castle time. Backing up to Robbie Earl. Hayfen off then for Ian Walker. Kasky's robbed and Elkins has a chance now. Still Elkins.
Well, another save by Walker there. Gary Elkins getting into territory he's not used to. Way forward there. Read the interception, went on, evaded the tackle, and the keeper Walker's been ever so brave there.
Big loping strides of Sol Campbell as he goes forward. Doesn't get it back though as Kasky goes on his own. Now he gets it. Mayhorn to Sol Campbell. Good move. Kasky. Campbell. Rebound not falling kindly.
Good football there, very similar to one of the goals that Tottenham scored against QPR earlier in the season. And Darren Danderson scored.
End-to-end move. Brown whipped up into a fervour as Gary Elkins. The shot that Sol Campbell trod on.
Wimbledon appeal for a penalty. What a cheek.
Kasky, 19 years of age. Had a big part in the early part of the Tottenham season. And fell out of favour a little bit as the struggle for survival battled on.
Caught up with the young man, didn't it? All the pressure of the games, Julian. Need to rest youngsters at the same time during the season, and his rest was at the end, and they stayed up.
Lets it run.
Good decision there by Kelvin Morton. He refereed on Saturday just across the road. This town versus Tiverton.
FA Vars final. That one was. That was a dramatic game, an extra time game. Into the last minute as Elkins tries a shot.
All the four whites behind the ball there.
20 men back.
Nobody wants to lose.
Very, very tight game. Goalless it is, Wimbledon and Tottenham in the quarter-finals. Into the last 30 seconds. Calderwood as Spurs have to build now from the back. It takes a couple of seconds, though, to get from end to end in this game. The soft shoe shuffle game, they call it.
Last 10 seconds into the shootout we go. 10. It's shootout time.
That's it. Time's up. No goals.
Let's go through the rules once again for you. 1-on-1.
Both teams worked very, very hard there. Nobody wanted to lose. Both keepers made good saves. Neil Sullivan there and Ian Walker. I suppose the Walker household is very happy this weekend with Everton staying up and Tottenham staying up as well.
So it's another test of nerve then. Wimbledon needed the shootout in the first round. Successful against Crystal Palace 2-1. Stuart Castledine and Peter Fear were on target then. Gary Elkins won't want to remember that one. And there you can see Robbie Earl really having a big breather.
Yeah, they're gulping for fresh air down there. It's very warm here in the stadium. It takes its toll of you. Your feet are sore. Your lungs are sore as well because you're not breathing the fresh air that you normally get on an open park on a Saturday afternoon. And he's really earned his corn this evening.
So the third penalty shootout of the night. Darren Kasky will be the first man to step forward. It's the sudden death shootout. 5 seconds Darren Kasky has to beat Neil Sullivan. Quite a skill to this one. The keeper doesn't have to start on his line. 6 seconds then for Darren Caskey to beat Neil Sullivan. And Sullivan makes the save.
Neil Sullivan's enjoying his night in the limelight here, gets down to his right, parries it away, and he knows they've got second opportunities here, and he goes and lashes it away, and you can see his face there, smiling with joy. Now, can young Peter Fear do anything for Wimbledon?
Peter Fear then, if he scores this, the Dons go through. Ian Walker, though, is the equal.
That was a bit handbaggish for me. When no pace, no striking power with the foot, the side foot. And Ian Walker really just throwing his cap on it. And Peter Fear very disappointed with himself.
Well, he's forgotten how to do it. He did it earlier on, all right. Now it's Colin Calderwood. And he's wide of the target, the big scramble on. But no, timeout, and the keeper behind it.
Here he comes again, sets himself up, another side foot with the right foot. Neil Sullivan parries it, knows he's got 5 seconds to score in, readjusts the situation and gets himself back in the goal.
Stuart Castledine to win it then for Wimbledon. And he does! Ian Walker sends sprawling. That's the way to do it. And the crazy gang march on.
And Vinnie Jones there acknowledging it. Goes up, a little bit more pace, side puts it this time to the right-hand side, left-hand side of the keeper, and Wimbledon through. Semi-finalists once again. And young Neil Sullivan, the goalkeeper, making it count for Wimbledon.
No goals during normal time. Just the one in the shootout. Stuart Castledine scored it. Wimbledon go into the semi-finals.
After the break, two of the best teams we've seen here tonight, West Ham and Arsenal. Stay with us. Live Monday Night Football from the Wembley Arena tonight. It's the London five-a-sides. We're through to the quarter-final stage. First semi-final lineup, Millwall against Wimbledon. Right now it's West Ham against the Gunners.
Well, this should be quite a shootout, shouldn't it? I don't know if it'll come to a shootout. Both sides looking pretty stylish on their way to this stage. It's East London against North London. There's the West Ham side. Ian Bishop been dropped to a substitute for this one for the start, and Matthew Rush will be on from the start. And as for Arsenal, no changes. Same starting five as for their first round match when they had a 2-1 win. Here's Trevor Morley. Who do you fancy here, Bobby?
I've got to go for Arsenal myself. I thought they were very impressive in that first game. West Ham got in front and didn't maintain the impetus in the second half. But a super atmosphere building up as the evening goes on.
Very noticeable too, just standing pitch side as I was for a moment. But there's a lot more edge to it all now down there at pitch level. This is serious stuff now. Hank Marsh for West Ham. Wally. Matthew Rush, who's made the breakthrough in recent weeks at up top. This is the ever-defendable Steve Potts.
Arsenal coming in with some more criticism tonight, but they won't worry about that. They've been instilled that they can play their football when they're ready.
Arsenal, who've only won this championship once, back in 1981. And may be able to put that right to cap all their other glory this season.
It's always nice to have some silver at home.
Morley thought about the shot, trying to engineer a bit of space for it.
The crowd have been in super voice, haven't they? Cheering their sides out, and then they've all selected their favourites as well as the night's gone on.
Trevor Morley on the score sheet, of course, when West Ham United won at Arsenal the other week just before the Winners' Cup final.
Yes, but that doesn't count tonight. None of these five-a-side goals in the tallies. But the players will go home recounting them to every professional tomorrow when they go into the ground. Don't you worry.
Here's Steve Potts. possession football from West Ham. But are they able to damage Arsenal, who look for things on the counter with Dickoff? And Paul Dickoff has been on loan to Brighton and Luton this season. Lively little character. Now Rush trying to take on Dickoff for pace. Winterburn comes away with it. Free kick Arsenal.
No quarter arse, the tackles are there to be made and they're making them. Here he comes, chasing him back. Just clips his wheels over as Nigel Winterburn backheels it.
Winterburn again. He's still not completely happy about that ankle injury he picked up. Had a word with him backstage, but happy enough to play here. Parlour, who fancies his luck from anywhere tonight. He got 2 in the first match.
He certainly rifled them in, didn't he? That right foot.
Rush to Morley. Working on towards his right foot.
It's funny, you know, when I was at West Ham in 73, 75, we never played many five-a-sides. Just keep ball.
Adam Dickoff. Oh, that's a very good save, but Tony Adams, with a smile all over his face, that has to be said, whips this over the bar.
Dickoff, the big young goalkeeper, gets down. Adams advances as we move the picture on, fires it over the crossbar. Here he comes, different angle.
Morley for West Ham. And Alan Miller does his stuff well there, spread himself beautifully.
He's certainly come back into the picture, hasn't he, Alan Miller, with those couple of games when Dave Seaman was injured.
Here's Mike Marsh, who's already scored tonight again. Miller saves.
He says he can't help it there, he can lip read. All the players will say, keep it down, Alan, keep it down.
Getting through to the semi-finals is worth £3,000. Marsh could go for it again, but Adams stretches out as he's done so often to make the intersection. Now here's Parlour. Chance for Parlour. Still could come, and was that over the line from Dickoff? Was that in? It's not been given. Well, it must have been close, but you have to say great save by Ian Furr.
Can you pronounce that? I can't.
Something like that anyway.
Brilliant, brilliant save. Save of the evening for me.
How he clawed that out, only he could explain. Dickoff really got hold of it. It's still 0-0. Oh, that's nice by Parlour. Lovely little touch. Dickoff. Good idea.
You can see why these professionals enjoy playing five-a-side, because it's quick, it's sharp, and it creates good habits as well. Good first touch you need to set yourself up to either pass or shoot.
Half-time, 0-0. It's a tight one, but that half illuminated by that magnificent save by Ian Furr from Paul Dickoff.
Wonderful run here by Parlour. Goes outside Marsh, hits the shot, parried by the keeper, goes across, Dickoff's alive, and how does he pull it out from there? That's a Gordon Banks save, that is. That was like the Brazilian save he made in Mexico. Magnificent. If the young man's got that on video, he'll be proud of it, and he'll play it and back and back. And when he's having a bad time in goal, he'll play it back to himself as well.
Terrific stuff. Well done, Ian Furr. Keeping West Ham United in business. West Ham now have Ian Bishop and Kenny Brown on the field. Both subs used, 2 allowed. Parlour.
It's nearly as big as McCluskey, that young goalkeeper of West Ham. It's the first time I've seen him, and been very impressed with him.
It's a real beanpole. It makes it even better to save. It's further to get down, isn't it? Here he is again. Wonder if we'll hear any more of him as the years go by.
It'll be interesting.
Now, Adams to Dickoff. Then he looks to bend one. Parlour. So far, Arsenal are very reticent to use their substitutes.
Mark Flats is one. I can see him over there waiting to get on.
And the other is Paul Shaw, a youngster. Flats got a little sense of the action in the last game, but only a few seconds. Come on, you Irons, the West Ham fans chanting in a nearly full Wembley Arena as it falls here for Wintervan.
Shot there, left foot. Keeper gets his body weight behind it, but it just came away from him. Not so much running off the ball now. The players have started to get a little bit tired. Arsenal getting all yellow shirts behind there.
It's Kenny Brown on his own, the defender. And the shot by Ian Bishop blocked.
A few players out there with long hair, isn't there? Parlour and Bishop. Golden locks.
Goldilocks, yeah. And a big start, of course, debut at Anfield. Oh! Not a bad effort from Morley, that was it. Here's Kenny Brown. That sold Bishop short, and Arsenal might be able to counter with Flats, who's now on. Almost creeping on while we weren't watching. Parlour, that looked like a foul, that is, by Morley. They're enjoying it, aren't they?
Oh, they are. They're loving every minute of it.
And I think the fans are here tonight as well.
Big Tony Adams. Never seen him that far upfield.
He's got a few cup goals in his time, hasn't he?
There's no corners tonight, though, Ian.
That's right. Parlour. Onto the right foot. Oh, and Kerr again.
But see venom in that shot, doesn't he? Once he veers off to the right, here he veers. There he goes. Good balance, good arm strength. And a tremendous save again from Fleur.
Adams. Now Wintervan. Are we going to have another shootout here? Quite dramatic stuff, those shootouts with players running in on the goalkeeper from the halfway line, but it could be settled in normal time because here's Morley.
Bit static at the moment, West Ham.
Oh, Morley here! They worked the angle so well. It was a great ball by Bishop to find him. An angle Arsenal hadn't thought of. Morley again, and he's done it! West Ham lead 1-0, and they struck late.
Yeah, so just a simple ball there. Runs straight across his body, and he catches Alan Miller going across the line of the ball, and he's down below him before he can move. And Morley there, going really back to his West Ham technique days of striking the ball without having a touch. Superb left foot shot.
Well, West Ham United made the semi-finals last year. Are they going to do it again? This is Bishop. Not a lot of support. He'll have to go alone. It might be enough. That hit the post and came out. Bishop again. And this time, Miller beats it away well.
Alan will be disappointed when he sees that goal on video tonight. It's all these professionals take the videos home, especially goalkeepers, and they watch them carefully.
I was a bit surprised, I must say. It did manage to creep past him.
Yes, his feet were moving across the line of his body, and therefore he couldn't get his hands or a foot out.
Can Arsenal get a dramatic late equaliser? That's Shaw on the turn, the youngster. There he is again. Here's the countdown. The crowd joining in. Last 3 seconds of the game. It's over now. West Ham United are into the semi-finals of these increasingly competitive London five-a-sides, and they'll meet either Wycombe Wanderers or Queen's Park Rangers. Harry Redknapp a happy man, and so are those hordes of supporters in claret and blue. Trevor Morley's goal decides it. West Ham into the last four. No cup success for once this time for Arsenal.
Well, that was a game of two goalkeepers for me. Ian Fleur, the young West Ham goalkeeper, making a wonderful, wonderful save to keep his team in it, and Alan Miller not being able to get across for that shot from Trevor Morley. And it sounds as though the supporters wanted West Ham to go through.
West Ham 1, Arsenal 0.
Trevor Morley, it looks hard work out there, is it?
Yeah, it's a long 10 minutes, you know. It seems like you're out there for half an hour, but it's still been enjoyable.
Tight game, but a great goal to win it.
Yeah, it's always going to be tight. Arsenal made it difficult, and we kept men behind the ball, and it's the old goal that's going to decide it.
Any preferences in the semi-final?
Not at all. We're just enjoying ourselves and whoever.
Thanks very much, Trevor. Good luck to you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, Graham. So that's West Ham through to the semi-finals, and next up it's Wycombe, who are first-timers in this competition, and Queen's Park Rangers, who have won it 5 times previously. That's next. Wycombe Wanderers and Queen's Park Rangers, the remaining quarter-final tie. Let's go back and rejoin Bobby Gould and Julian Waters.
The team's out then for the final quarter-final of the evening. Wycombe against Queen's Park Rangers. Wycombe lining up as they did at the start of the first game. Chuck Mustadik in goal, Jason Cousins, Dave Carroll, Mark West and Steve Brown. Their starting five.
Looking for some serious noise now.
And QPR start with Tony Roberts, Clive Wilson, Rufus Brevitt, Trevor Sinclair and Bradley Allen. Martin O'Neill rallying the troops. Well, they claimed the scalp of Chelsea earlier on, albeit a lot of Chelsea youngsters in there, obviously with the first team preparing for the FA Cup final. Now it's another Premiership outfit in Queen's Park Rangers. And Trevor Sinclair and Clive Wilson combine early on. Bradley Allen. Back to Tony Roberts. It's Clive Wilson again. Challenged by Steve Brown. Sinclair. It's Rufus Brevitt. Bradley Allen to Rufus Brevitt and Clive Wilson. Brevitt couldn't get on the end of it. Now perhaps he can set it up for Bradley Allen. What a chance!
Super thinking there, great awareness. Rufus Brevitt got through, played it off the backboard, and Bradley Allen just couldn't keep it down.
Good chance, that one. Wycombe get a chance to build. They haven't really got their foot on the ball yet. Now they are Jason Cousins. Using Mark West. Back he goes to Cousins. So Carroll was the outlet, scored the successful shootout goal that's put them into this round.
And they're well supported as well. Wycombe tonight, they've certainly got some supporters here, right in front of us.
Sinclair. Oh, off the chin, I think, was that, of Chuck Mustadik, the Moroccan-born goalkeeper. Actually played for England's schoolboys. Did Chuck?
He won't need to have a shave tomorrow morning, will he?
He took it full on the chin. Anything will do, though. That's Mark West trying to roll round. Couldn't get away with it, though. And Chuck Mustadik has plenty of time now. Mark West. Bradley Allen sticks out a toe in the second time. Back with Tony Roberts, Welsh international keeper.
Both teams working very, very hard, trying to keep possession, running players away from the ball, trying to create that opening for that goal. What a bit of skill, like we saw from Sinclair early on in the evening.
It's a great goal from Sinclair. We've got a couple on Saturday at Tottenham, his first since October for Rangers. Wilson now. Usually a left-back who played right-back that afternoon at Spurs as Rangers cope with an injury bout. And Dave Carroll releases Steve Brown. Just off target, but the follow-up for Mark West. Rufus Brevitt, the last-ditch tackle then, sliding in across the artificial surface, and Bradley Allen with the break. Unlucky Bradley. Second opening he had.
Great piece of football, both ends there. Wonderful tackle by Rufus Brevitt. Then Bradley Allen going away, firing a shot that the goalkeeper didn't know much about, and Brown just cushioning it back to the keeper.
They're leaving Mark West up, virtually goal hanging on the edge of the D. Wycombe, and here he is now, trying to go past Brevitt.
I think that's where Peter Osgood and I would be these days, goal angling.
Here he is again. He's got Brown making a run for him. Now he finds him. Yes! 1-0 to Wycombe. Beautifully crafted goal. And taken well by Steve Brown.
Lovely goal. Great speed, great football ability there to turn, roll it through. There's the goalkeeper opening his legs, and Mr. Brown, ex-Northampton, saying thank you very much, and all these Wycombe Wanderers fans in front of us, highly, highly delighted.
So the Premiership side have something to do here. Brown again to Mark West, who's seems to be playing a bit deep now. There he goes up to his old position. It's Jason Cousins, uses Chuck Musadik.
I think that's your first goal of the tournament, Julian, isn't it, so far?
It is. 3 games, 4 games now. Been in 3 shootouts. Perhaps there could be another one, though, if Rangers can pull it back. Queen's Park Rangers, 5 times winners of the competition. Now Sinclair with the drive. Covered back by the goal scorer at the other end, Steve Brown. Rangers boss Gerry Francis scored in the 1974 final against West Ham. A 2-1 win it was. As Mark West tries to get in again. And Tony Roberts out of his goal. 2-1 against West Ham it was. That they were one of the best finals in the Evening Standard 5-a-sides, so they say. QPR captain that day by one, Terry Venables. Sinclair, a second bite of the cherry with Cousins swarming all over him. And the shot then from Clive Wilson on the stroke of half-time was blocked, so 1-0 to Wickham at half-time.
Don't try and tell these players this doesn't mean anything, because they're out there competing tonight. And the audience and the supporters here tonight are really enjoying it. They're thriving on every minute now, and the crescendo's building up as the evening goes on.
Cracking atmosphere, and the supporters whose sides have been knocked out are picking another team, so the neutrals aren't neutral anymore, if you see what I mean. 1-0 to Wickham. Rufus Brevett for Rangers up to Sinclair.
They're scurrying about now, QPR. They know they're in a tight situation. They've got to get back into this game as quickly as possible. They can't let them dictate the situation.
Working hard, very hard. Good long shot that was. Jason Cousins. Oh, and an overarm bowl out. Instead of the underarm, has put the pressure back on.
Tony Roberts looking a little bit mystified there, but he was lying down when he threw it, and the goalkeeper felt it was overarm.
Yeah, that would dig his way underground, wouldn't he? It's Steve Brown. Up in the air, away off that dugout. Interesting, I mean, neither side has yet made a substitution. Most of them have gone for a sub at half-time, haven't they? Just to shake it up and a fresh pair of legs.
Yes, you need it as well as the evening goes on.
Bradley Allen laying it back. Clive Wilson.
Movement off the ball there from the red shirts.
Here is Allen, who had the shot plated off the backboard. Didn't quite come back for Rufus Brevett.
He's got a great football brain, as Bradley Allen. He knew he couldn't get the shot in on target, so he tried to go off the ricochet boards.
Players getting more and more used to it as well, trying a few of the tricks of the trade in the 5-a-sides. The early ball out from Chuck Musadik for Jason Cousins. Rufus Brevett came back on him hard. Steve Brown and Bradley Allen go crushing into the sideboards.
Steve Brown picks himself out the boards there. It was like an ice hockey tackle, that was.
Bradley Allen thundering into him.
Body check, and again.
It was, he's snapping away. Look at Bradley Allen again. Wickham with the break on. Tony Roberts comes out of his area. He gets in a spot of bother. Here's Tim Langford. He's on as a substitute. Wickham have ghosted a player on. It's Tim Langford. Rangers preparing to make a substitution as well. Clive Wilson. Still Wickham leading by 1-0 and a place in the semi-finals at stake.
The result stays the same. You listen to them supporters. They'll bring the roof in.
Andy Impey is on. Rufus Brevett is off. Here comes Roberts. Desperate stuff. Releases it from Wilson.
Looked like a frustrated outfield player then, didn't he, Tony Roberts?
Yeah, you never know. If it stays like this, reminds him even further upfield later on.
Doing a Schmeichel.
Yeah, can't head it though.
Wickham 1, QPR 0. Come on, let's have a bit of noise in this arena tonight.
Dave Carroll. That's The second substitute over there, David Titton, and he's just come on and he's immediately picked up an injury. Bradley Allen again swarming all over them. Bradley Allen is getting through such a lot of work and he's just getting a little talking to.
Yes. David Titton is trying to shield the ball from him. He's taking a right good whack on the ankle. Right ankle there. And of course, Wycombe have got the playoffs to look forward to, haven't they?
Yeah. Carlisle, they play Sunday. Chittenden with the shot. Now Andy Impey scampers away. Solid tackle comes in. Slightly wild one from Clive Wilson, not really what he intended or what was called for.
Wycombe going to try and kill the game off now. They're leading by that one goal. Just trying to settle down, kill the game off and go through into the semi-finals. Most unexpectedly.
Great night for them. Langford with the shot. Clive Wilson got that one under well. Bradley Allen now, the chance from Bradley Allen. Second attempt is also saved.
He's worked hard tonight, hasn't he? He's had a few digs, made a great overlap there. Tried to take it very coolly and calmly, but side-footed into the back of the Honda sign there.
I think he's a little bit frustrated, Bradley Allen, that he hasn't been able to win a regular first-team place this season. Played by injury early on. Oh, that was neat by Jason Cousins, and even daring, and it's worked because Langford has a chance to seal the game, but Roberts had other ideas.
Yes, they're throwing caution to the wind now.
And that's it! Wycombe have beaten Queen's Park Rangers by a goal to nil. Steve Brown got it, and then they successfully managed to close out the whole of the second half.
Tell them supporters it doesn't mean anything to them. They're here to enjoy themselves. I'm the manager, thumbs up, here we go into the next round.
Martin O'Neill then has led his troops into the semi-finals. They've beaten Queen's Park Rangers by 1 goal to nil.
So it's Millwall against Wimbledon, West Ham against Wycombe Wanderers in the semi-final lineup, and that comes up next. Monday night football from the Wembley Arena tonight. The Evening Standard five-a-sides. And as everybody outside enjoys a rather flashy light show, let's check the quarter-final results. Charlton 0, Millwall 3. It's the most goals we've seen all night in any one game. Tottenham 0, Wimbledon, runners-up here last year, 1. West Ham United 1, Arsenal 0. And Wycombe Wanderers, who are here for the first time, have beaten Queen's Park Rangers by a goal to nil as well. So the semi-final lineup looks like this. It's Millwall against Wimbledon and West Ham against Wycombe Wanderers. Remember, we've live football tomorrow night, the B International between England and Northern Ireland, and on Thursday it's the second leg of the FA Youth Cup final from Highbury. Arsenal against Millwall, with the Gunners trailing by 3 goals to 2. First semi-final tonight, Millwall against Wimbledon. Match commentators Peter Osgood and Jonathan Pearce.
Here we are in semi-final time. The big games are coming up. Please welcome, from that excellent new den in South London, the Lions of Millwall. Tim Carter, James Conner, Greg Berry, Mark Beard, Paul Holsgrove, Mark Kennedy, Danny Chapman, bringing a big squad here tonight. And it's a battle of the South East as we bring back, led tonight by Vinnie Jones Esquire management team, Wimbledon. Neil Sullivan, Chris Perry, Justin Skinner, Stuart Castledine, Gary Elkins, Peter Fear and Robbie Earl. There's 10 minutes for a place in the big money. The final beckons, Millwall and Wimbledon in the fives, 1994.
Let's have a look at the Millwall side then, and Paul Holsgrove very much the man in form and the man to watch with the hat-trick in the last round against Charlton. As for Wimbledon, well, they haven't scored a goal yet, except from the shootouts, and they're through, and they're into this semi-final. Stuart Castledine, the penalty hero, there again. Peter Fear will play some part from the bench. Referee Dermot Gallagher, Sam the Man, as they call him down at Selhurst Park. A keen spectator as always. Nick McCarthy, you can just see at the back of your picture. And we're off and running. Mark Beard, the 19-year-old from Southwark, gets a touch. Here's Greg Berry. Scored in the first game in the victory against Fulham. Seems such a long time ago now, doesn't it? Now here's Holsgrove. Again he wants a pig. Tonight's top scorer. A feisty old challenge on him by Gary Elkins. What a good season he's had. A splendid season Wimbledon have had. 7 wins in their last 11, 3 in their last 4. Now breaking it up though and having a shot was Justin Skinner, just back from a loan period with Bournemouth, the 21-year-old. And they can't really let the gap open like that, can they?
No, they let him come a little bit too far there. You know, they're backing off and backing off, and he wants a little deflection, and then it's in the goal. But they've surprised me, Millwall. They deserve to go through in the last round. 3-0, great winners, and but this is going to be a hard game for them. This is a resolute side. They're well organised. They work hard, and I tell you what, they'll be hard to break down.
Here's Elkins now under the left foot. Scored a cracker against Liverpool the other day, and this time he's the provider, and the goal scorer is Robbie Earle, and Wimbledon have the lead.
He had a great old ball here, and Robbie Earle has had a quiet night, really. Super goal, what a great strike, right in the corner, keeper no chance. Took it early as well, you see, Jonathan, that's the thing. Taking it early, giving the keeper no chance to spread himself.
And another half chance. Good block this time from Stuart Castledine. Good save it was by Tim Carter, who's had a busy old evening. Vinnie Jones and Sam Hammam. What a managerial partnership that is for the night. Vinnie Jones, the large of the little and large partnership. Or is it the other way around? I'm not too sure. Here's Justin Skinner now to Robbie Earle. Bags of experience as far as Wimbledon's concerned. Millwall with a very, very young side out now. Of course, the first teamers being kept back for Derby County on Sunday in the first promotion playoffs. Holsgrove has Berry there just behind him. Comes all the way back to Jimmy Connor from Twickenham. And Berry picks it up again. A chance perhaps for Mark Beard as he came through. Been in the first team once or twice this season in the party, in the squad. Here's Robbie Earle. 13 goals again from midfield this campaign. Justin Skinner.
The pace is certainly quick, Jonathan, isn't it? Huh? It's a good game, this. The lads have seemed to picked up the tempo.
Oh, well, again! Carter just scrambled to save. He's a powerful man, Robbie Earle.
He looks as though he's been saving himself for this, I think. You know, the other games he was so quiet, and all of a sudden he's looking electric out there.
Again, he's linked with big money moves away in the summer, but then every week, I guess, that Joe Kinnear has to put up with that sort of tittle-tattle. And here they come again. That's a good ball. Played square by Berry. The chance fell to young Jim Connor. Now, was that a defender playing the ball inside the D, Robbie Earle? If he played it inside the D, that could be a penalty kick.
Well, it certainly was, because his foot was resting on it when it was still in the box.
That should have been a penalty, I think. Did he touch? He certainly did. Well, I think Wimbledon very, very lucky there. We haven't had a penalty all night, have we, yet? Here's Paul Holsgrove. And on this near side, Mark Beard. Holsgrove. Good spin by Berry. Robbie Earle, and got Wimbledon's first goal then from free play of the evening. Castledine come back from a very, very serious cruciate knee ligament injury, and also had a blood clot after that. He was out for about 18 months. Scored at Coventry recently as deputy for Vinnie Jones. Now here's Greg Berry against his old boys, of course. Last minute of the first half, Wimbledon lead through that Robbie Earle strike. Holsgrove. Beard. Drives on again.
It's good play from Millwall there. They're just being patient, you know, they're just playing the ball in front of Wimbledon, just waiting for them perhaps to come out and dive in, make a mistake, and then all of a sudden the lads run at them and got an early shot in. It's good football.
Robbie Earle. Oh, lovely back here. Half a chance to Gary Elkins. Splendid goalkeeping again by Timmy Carter.
That's what we mean by the running for ball there again, Jonathan. A great run, a little flick and a great shot and a good smashing bit of football there.
done himself a world of good as this man, Tim Carter, now coming to collect the ball tonight. 26-year-old Bristolian. 50 games for Sunderland, but as I said earlier on in the evening, he had such a long time on the sidelines. Here's Elkins. And Skinner again. Shot was blocked. I must also say that Terry Burton is down there, the Wimbledon coach tonight. Half-time blows, and Wimbledon lead through Robbie Earle.
Yes, they certainly deserved it. You know, I mean, they've looked sharper up front, to be honest, and Earle took his goal like a real goal scorer should, and as I say, he's been the difference in this game. He's all of a sudden come alive, and he looks as though he's enjoying himself. He's got plenty in the engine still, so I say there's more to come from Wimbledon, I think.
A couple of substitutions for Millwall, by the way. At half-time, they've sent Danny Chatton on. He scored in the opening game of the evening. Here he is now. Scored the winner, in fact. Only 19 from Peckham, just down the road from the New Den. And the second substitute, Mark Kennedy on. 18-year-old Dubliner. Scored a packet for the reserves in the U team last season. He needs to get one here. Holsgrove. Chapman. Just got stuck there under Mark Beard's feet, didn't he? Just couldn't wriggle his space there and get half a chance. Holsgrove with a dig. And Sullivan sawed all the way.
He certainly doesn't mind having a shot from a distance, does he, the lad? I mean, he's certainly got a great shot on him, but Wimbledon's just backing off now, sitting back waiting, and Millwall are finding it very, very hard to break him down.
Neil Sullivan, the goalkeeper, been on the bench all season as a cover for Hans Sagers. And will he be tested here, I wonder, that he can get the ball up front quickly. Holsgrove. The ball tonight, by the way, size 4, 5-a-sides ball. That's a good ping again. Danny Chapman certainly plays with a lot of confidence for a young man, only 19. Holsgrove. Skinner got the important touch. Gary Elkins. Was a cracker of a goal he got against Liverpool as well recently. Here he is now. Robbie Earle. As Elkins to his left-hand side. And Gallagher judging the foul.
Bit of tardiness there from the Millwall defender there. You know, Earle's just pushed it away from him, and a clumsy lunge there at him and brought him down.
Elkins, he takes a lot of the set pieces at Selhurst for Wimbledon. And Stuart Castledine, Robbie Earle. Castledine further forward, here he is. For the quick 1-2. Chapman. And Holsgrove. And he had to his 3 he got in the last round. Justin Skinner got in. And there's Beard again, tickling it through the middle. Almost a sliding challenge we had down here by Skinner a couple of seconds ago. I wonder if he'll feel the burn marks of that tomorrow. Does this sort of surface burn you when you go in like that?
Yes, it can. Yes, that's right. Yes, the lads get quite a few burns. Let's put the old Vaseline on, but the other thing is he's getting rid of it. He seems to stay with you for a couple of weeks.
Castledine to Elkins. Ooh, just dwelt a little bit. Kennedy shot.
You've seen a few mistakes now. You see, people are getting tired out there. As they say, it's Morley's head from the West Ham. It's only 10 minutes, but it seems like a lifetime. And they've had this is their 3rd game, is it, this evening? So you know, it is really.
Here's Castledine from Robbie Earle.
Good running again, smashing running off the ball, and it creates the chances all the time.
Now Holsgrove has Kennedy wide on this near side. Only 16 years old when he made his debut for Millwall against Charlton, the Dubliner. Nice touch. Oh, just went too far off the boards.
All of a sudden, players not looking for it so much as they were early on. They're all turning their back on the keeper then and say, well, hang on, let's just get a breather first.
But Wimbledon have the advantage of the 1 goal, and it's Elkins from Earle, the goal scorer. Here's Kennedy again. 49 goals he scored at reserve and youth team level last season. And here's Holsgrove. Blocked by Robbie Earle, overhead heights. Off who? Off you, says the referee to Robbie Earle. Holsgrove then. Oh, that was a tired ball again. Still comes back to Danny Chapman. Again, just struggling to wriggle through. The lungs panting. Yes, sucked in. The energy sapped. Oh. Neil Sullivan did well when he came in recently for a couple of games for Hans Segers.
I think, you know, the goalkeeping stand has been terrific tonight. Seen some super saves, as I say, from point-blank range. And
almost half a chance there. It was a bad back pass by Stuart Castledine. Here's Kennedy, Holsgrove. Kennedy again, and again. Good save, Neil Sullivan. Exactly what Peter Osgood was just saying. Good standard. Look at the sweat pouring off him. Skinner with a long-range pot shot. Stuart Castledine, and again.
10 seconds on that clock. Let's go. 10.
Into the last 10 seconds, you can hear him counting it down. The full-time whistle goes, and Wimbledon are through to the final by 1-0.
fully deserved as well. Played good football, sat back when they got the early goal, and I thought that was just the difference. Lovely bit of class, came on and scored the goal when we needed him most, and tucked it away nicely, and they looked quite comfy, didn't they, Wimbledon?
Wimbledon go off, handshakes all around, and I wonder if tonight the Earl of Wimbledon will be crowned Crown Prince of Wembley Arena. 1-0 to the Dons.
Yes, well, I'm down here with the Wimbledon management team, Vinnie Jones, who's still congratulating the players, and Sam Hammam. You two are going to do Joe Kinnear out of a job.
Yeah, we have here a good man. He's doing well tonight, I think, Vinnie.
What's the incentive this week, Sam? 2 weeks in Barbados, day out in Brighton?
No, we're giving them £25. Each one, you know, not the whole team. Each one is going to get £25.
£25, and for the manager?
No, if we win, it'll be 35, though.
And for the manager?
For the manager, I think.
What are the tactics to the final then, Vincent?
Same as what we've been doing. We've been putting one man at the back, letting him soak it up, and having the three boys in front work hard. You know, and that's the first goal we've scored. You know what I mean? But these boys have worked hard. You know, that's what it's all about. We're in the final. They're going to Tenerife on Friday. It's a few quid for them to take with them. If we have our way, he'll try and nick it though. Good luck to you both. Cheers. Thanks for talking to us.
It's all right, yeah. £35 a man. That's good money. Bobby Gould was on that a week when he worked for Sam Hammam at Wimbledon. Next up, the second semi-final between Wycombe and West Ham. Stay with us. Football from the Wembley Arena, which has been full tonight. Thoroughly enjoyable. The Evening Standard five-a-sides. Wimbledon, beaten finalists last year, are back through to this year's final. They'll play either West Ham or Wycombe Wanderers. Bobby Gould's with us tonight. He's getting daft in his old age, Sam, isn't he? £35 a man to win the final?
As Vinny said at the end there, he'll try and take it off them, you know. If they're going to Tenerife at the weekend, then Vincent and the rest of the lads will be trying to take the money off Sam Hammam so they can have a few drinks over there.
Well, Wimbledon know what this is all about, of course. Wycombe Wanderers don't. This is their first time in, and they've acquitted themselves very well, haven't they?
Yeah, they have done. They've really, really worked hard, and Martin O'Neill are proud of his lads, and they'll be going out there against West Ham to try and get a result tonight.
It's a very good West Ham side as well. They've beaten Arsenal in the quarter-finals. Let's go and rejoin Peter Osgood and Julian Waters.
Hammers coming out onto the pitch, and a slightly weary look about them now as the evening wears on. Smiles on their faces show they're enjoying it, and this team certainly are as well. First time in the five-a-sides, and here they are in the semi-final. And the fans are enjoying a great night out as well. The Hammers starting lineup then: Ian Furr in goal, Trevor Morley, Steve Potts, Mike Marsh and Ian Bishop. And Wycombe stick with the same five starters that have started all their games tonight so far. Chuck Masadik, Jason Cousins, Dave Carroll, Mark West and Steve Brown, who scored the goal that beat Queen's Park Rangers. Are they going to claim a third Premiership scalp because they beat Chelsea in the shootout? Can they beat Queen's Park Rangers 1-0?
10 minutes of fires, furious action, get ready. A place in the big money final.
And now they're playing for a place against Wimbledon in the final.
Is it West Ham? Is it Wickham? Let's make some noise, come on.
Trevor Morley going for the bounce up for the Hammers. But Mark West nicks it back for Wickham. Steve Brown now. Here's Dave Carroll. Up to Mark West, their target man. He's been playing in that position all night, just in and around the edge of that D. A real thorn in the side of the defenders. Steve Potts looks detailed to mark him tonight. Mike Marsh.
Well, there's no fluke about them being in there, Julian. Let's be fair, they play some good, solid football. You know, they've taken on Chelsea, right, one of a strong Chelsea side, but then they took QPR, who I thought was a very, very good side, and they beat them quite comfortably in the end. And
Trevor Morley with a rocket of a shot, and Chuck Musadik is down to save it. He's had a great night.
Yes, a super shot here. Look at this. Oh, it's gone through the lad's legs as well. That makes the save even better.
That one was a little wild, though, from Jason Cousins, as he came over the halfway line. Like to keep the men behind the ball and use Mark West as the man up front to try and get one up in support of him. Morley now trying to wriggle clear. And Bishop gets in a little bit of bother. But Morley's the let-out. Bishop making the play again. Forward to Morley. Marsh. Target for me and Bishop. And Jason Cousins is back there. Mark West holds it up now. He needs some support. Steve Brown provides it.
Yes, the players are, you know, they are tired, and obviously they've got another game to come if they get through to the final. So obviously the runs are being shortened and not coming very fast these days, because they're just waiting their time. One mistake and they're out. So this is good slow football, but you know, it'll liven up once they start.
Morley away to Marsh. Steve Potts. Forward to Morley. Morley, there's space now. Not quite. Look at that. 4 Wickham players, all 5 players back behind the ball then.
Yes, it's just typical Martin O'Neill side, isn't it? Well organised, all work for each other. You know, no stars, just hard-working lads.
And here's Dave Carroll. Ian Firth safely behind it. Had a terrific save from Paul Dickoff earlier in the tournament. Didn't really have to move for that one. The one from Dickoff, outstanding. Steve Brown, it's a long, raking left footer, skimming across the artificial surface. And the fans find their voices again. Morley looks for support and finds it from Marshall. Wasn't far away.
Keeper was rather confident there, I think.
He was, wasn't he? That's off the boot of Trevor Morley, but a free kick to Wickham. Skies away into those fans.
I'm surprised that Wickham haven't used any substitutes, Julian. That's the thing. I mean, you know, they've got 5 lads on there from the off, and they must be feeling it a little bit.
They've tended to bring them on later in the game, after half-time. Ghost them on.
Mind you, when you've got 5 lads playing as well as these are, I shouldn't think you want to change it.
Yeah, you don't want to change the winning team, really. Steve Brown now. Jason Cousins. Still plenty to play for this season for Wickham, of course, with the playoffs up and coming. The 3rd division playoffs, finished 3rd in that division. And could be back here at Wembley, although at the slightly bigger venue in the final of the playoffs. But Carroll gets out of trouble. Carroll.
There we go, there's a try pass.
Easy for Mike Marsh now, for Morley. Oh.
Poor finish there. He'd be disappointed with that. He'd be disappointed. He could have even had another touch if he wanted, but he didn't seem very confident when he swung his leg here. Look, not confident at all on his wrong foot.
Tired pass, intercepted, perhaps a little bit of a tired finish.
Yes, that's exactly right. Understandably so as well.
Still no goals then. West Ham against Wycombe in the semi-final. Down for Cousins. Good save, Ian Farr. Earns his corner again. He's a big, tall goalkeeper, and he got right down to the surface as the half-time whistle blows.
Gets a deflection here, you see as well. Look, it's going, and all of a sudden he gets a deflection. Makes the save even greater. As you say, for a big man, tremendous the way he got down to that. Couldn't have seen it till late.
Hammers making a substitution. Matthew Rush comes on as Mike Marsh goes off. Matthew Rush with 1 goal this season in the Premiership. He came into the West Ham side very late on in the campaign. Scored it against Ipswich. We're off and running. 5 minutes to go then in the semi-final. The second semi-final. West Ham 0, Wycombe 0. And the winners will meet Wimbledon in the final. Mark West holding it up now with Steve Potts right behind him off the backboard. Bishop safely into the arms of Chuck Musadik, former Spurs apprentice Chuck Musadik. And he's had a very good evening. Might be able to see 1 or 2 darts being thrown onto the pitch. Paper darts, I hasten to add, not the variety you get in the pub. The fans as they roll up some of their programmes. Dave Carroll. Jason Cousins has got plenty of space. 3 hammers there between him and the goal. A square for Dave Carroll. Mark West. Back into the Cousins. He was in the area then, was he not? Oh, the goal has been given. And Wycombe lead in the semi-finals. West Ham might well say he was in the area.
Certainly looked like it to me. Yes, I would definitely say that was in the area. No doubt about that. I'm surprised the ref, because he was right there as well.
Well, they say you need a bit of luck to win a cup. They've had a bit of a stroke, I think. Because Wycombe, the 3rd division side, lead West Ham of the Premiership by a goal to 0. They've already beaten Chelsea in a shootout. They've beaten QPR. They go for their 3rd top-flight scalp of the night. And Wycombe will meet Wimbledon in the final, if it stays like this.
Well, it's a good play again by Wycombe. Let's be fair, that the lad still got in there, made a nice little run in and got space. And he tucked the ball away well.
His control let him down on that occasion. Mark West tries to go around Matthew Rush. Well, a spot of controversy then in the semi-final. Matthew Rush trying to make things happen though for the Hammers. Chuck Musadik went down to save that one. I think he covered it. It was getting about 4 yards wide anyway.
Yes, that's right. But a little bit of a drag back there on the lad, you know. I say there's some tired lads out there now, and obviously West Ham trying to step it up a gear, but I don't think they've got a lot left, to be honest.
No, here's Morley for Potts. Everybody back behind the ball for Wycombe again. That blue and light blue and dark blue quartered shirt. A wall of those. Trevor Morley couldn't penetrate it. Just taking some time off the clock now. But not only that, saving their legs as well, because if they win this, they've got the final, of course, and Steve Brown now has a chance. But the ball got just stuck under his toe there.
I've had him in the first game, he'd have got to that. But again, little tired legs there, and but he's chased back, bless him, look at him, working like a terrier. Well done.
He was back then on the edge of his team, only a matter of seconds after being right up the other end of the pitch.
Yes, they look the fitter of the sides now, Wycombe.
And here's a chance for Dave Carroll. For Steve Brown off the backboards. Mark West holding it up. Nice play from Wycombe, using all the pitch. Mark West is collecting it.
He's certainly worked hard up front, hasn't he? He's run every blade of the pitch here, corner, everywhere. He's had a great tournament. Jason Cousins now. For Dave Carroll.
Trevor Morley was definitely in the penalty area on that occasion. Again, they take a few more seconds off the clock. Harry Redknapp knows they've got to produce something now in a short time, and Martin O'Neill knows that it's sitting pretty. He's got his team so well organised for this one. He's got his tactics well sorted out as Matthew Rush tries to wreck them. But the keeper was down again. Mutsadik with a safe save.
Everything sticks, doesn't it? You know, he doesn't let anything go. He's a very confident keeper. Looking very confident tonight.
Mark West now with a chance to seal it. Couldn't get round Steve Potts though. Steve Brown. That's off the legs of Kenny Brown, who's come on as a substitute. So it's another free kick for Wycombe in a dangerous position. They had to leave Morley up as well because, of course, they're a goal down. So there's a little bit of space to work with. Cousins. Now that's got them into all sorts of trouble because Chuck Musadik's been caught against the boards. Hurled his way out of it in the end, and the referee's whistle held.
He's not just a good keeper, he's good on the outfield as well. He's beat 3 players there.
Here is Kenny Brown. Steve Brown comes away from that melee with it. But Matthew Rush absolutely clobbers him. Frustration definitely creeping in. That shows how much it means to these West Ham players.
Yeah, there's no need for that though. The lad had gone forward and it's just a rash tackle, and I think it's more tiredness he's gone down. I don't think he's hurt, but there's no need at all for that.
That's when you go down on this stuff, when you hurtle onto it. But they're all taking a breather now. Hands on hips. And the time ticking away. Plenty on his plate. Harry Redknapp. Steve Brown then going off. Scorer of the goal that beat Queen's Park Rangers in round 2, the quarter-final. And coming on is David Titterton. He's come on in all the games so far.
And obviously that will suit Wimbledon playing in the first semi-final, because this has been quite a hard game for the lads.
They have, and Steve Brown's over there off the pitch, and that's it. The whistle blows. Wycombe have knocked out West Ham by 1-0. Mark West got it. A triumph for Martin O'Neill for his tactics and his team's hard work.
Yeah, so he's certainly done a good job. I'm pleased for them. They deserved it. It's not a fluke. They've worked hard. They look like a team, and they play for each other. And they're going to run tonight until they drop. They really have done well.
The first time Wycombe have been in the London Five-a-Sides, they make it through to the final. They'll meet Wimbledon in that final. They've beaten West Ham by 1-0.
Down here pitch side with Martin O'Neill. Martin, your team have surprised a few people tonight. Have they surprised you?
I think they have. Well, they've surprised, you mentioned they've surprised everyone, and I think myself included. But we're entitled to be half decent at this, because that's all we ever do is play five-a-sides. So, no, they've done wonderfully well, the players, and just a magnificent effort. We come here complete underdogs, and we're now in the final. So everything's been a bonus after the first round.
Not everybody likes playing Wimbledon, Martin. How are you going to approach that one?
No problem at all. We've got absolutely no fear of anyone here tonight. None at all. Referee, I'm hoping, will protect us if there's any strong-arm tactics. I'm quite sure there won't be.
The Wimbledon players, we're told, are on £25 a man tonight. What about your boys?
The Wimbledon players on £25
per man from Sam Hammad if they win.
Well, I'm thinking now, the chairman might not like me to say this here, but all the prize money I'm hoping is going to the players.
OK, Martin, thanks very much. Good luck in the final.
Thank you very much.
You can bet your life his chairman won't like him saying that. So Wimbledon, just for a change, are favourites. The underdogs are Wycombe Wanderers, and the final comes up next. We've got the final coming up very shortly, and the presentation of the trophy shortly after that. That's what it's all about tonight. One of 3 nice pieces of silverware that we've had in here, actually. Over on the far side there, Crystal Palace's Division 1 Championship trophy, and on this right-hand side, the Cup Winners' Cup. So, Bob, where's your money now? Wimbledon?
Oh, it's got to be. No, it's got to be with Wimbledon. They're the party poopers. Now they're the favourites. They've never been known to handle favouritism well, but I'm sure that Vinnie Jones and Sam O'Man and Terry Burton will have got the lads in the right frame of mind. And even Vinnie's getting all the managers' cliches down there.
Incidentally, we're running a little late, or will be at 11 o'clock. Superbikes highlights from Germany comes up after this programme, but having been here from, what, 6:15, we've got to stay for the final now, haven't we? Full house tonight, thoroughly enjoyed themselves, and they've stayed on. It's a light show we're waiting for outside. Just to give Wickham a breather, it's always a little hard on the second semi-finalist when they've got to come straight back out for another 10 minutes. And in temperatures that, well, feel well above the hundreds, Bob. It's hard going tonight.
I think Peter Osgood and I have lost a few pounds, traipsing up and down the stairs and putting mics on and climbing over the scaffolding and everything.
Wickham, of course, have got the playoffs. We've mentioned that once or twice tonight, but the playoffs coming up on Sunday. They've acquitted themselves very well, haven't they?
Yes, Martin O'Neill has been renowned, though, for his five-a-side competitions that he has been in the club, and being with Brian Clough, I'm sure that he's been brought up on them throughout his career.
You didn't fancy them at 40 to 1. That was the price they were when they came into the competition. Mind you, to be fair, not many would have picked them, would they?
They're supported very well tonight, though, Richard.
Very much so.
Been very, very loyal, the supporters. They've travelled down all the way from Wickham, and they've made sure they've been heard as well. And they're wearing their quartet shirts as well.
Supporters have actually enjoyed the night, haven't they?
They have, and it's been good entertainment. They want to see players, they want to see the teams, and they're supporting them. And they've been very, very loyal. And once the team's gone out, then they're trying to find another team to support. But not Arsenal, I don't think.
They got some stick, didn't they?
They did. It's a shame, because what Arsenal have done this season for British football has been magnificent, but it's a team people seem to love to hate.
And more often than not, Arsenal enjoy that. A little bit like Wimbledon. Nastier the things that are said about Wimbledon, the more they rise to the challenge, don't they?
Very much so, you know, and even if you'd have said to somebody a couple of years ago, Wimbledon would get to the finals of the five-a-side competition 2 years on the run, nobody would have believed you, would you?
No, they have done a lot, haven't they, at one time or another. Finished 6th, of course, in the Premiership, which matches their best ever finish in the top flight. They're always around. They really are. Joe Kinnear, Manager of the Month 3 times. Does that mean he's the Manager of the Year as well?
Well, it's an odd thing these days, isn't it, the way that they are elected Managers of the Year, but Joe Kinnear's done a wonderful job. Alex Ferguson, George Graham, Kenny Dalglish, Kevin Keegan. We've had a super year for managers to really set their own careers on the footpath to make sure that their clubs are successful. Because it takes a great deal of work, Richard, and a great deal of passion and commitment to give to the club and to the players.
So it's Wickham Wanderers against Wimbledon. There are the Dons. £10,000 is the top prize. They've come this far. They'll want to win it now, won't they?
Oh, don't you worry about that. Wimbledon don't go anywhere not to win anything. The youngsters in the side, the Castledines, the Sullivans, the Perrys, Justin Skinners, and Robbie Earl, who's led the side magnificently.
Played well.
Been a super professional.
Played well. OK, our match commentators, Peter Osgood and Ian Dark. But first, Mick Brown to bring the teams out.
Oh, let's hear some noise. Let's welcome Gary Elkins. Coming out next, Justin Skinner. Next on, Robbie Earl. And completing the first 5, Stuart Castledine. Peter Fear, Chris Perry on the subs bench, waiting for a piece of the final action. Team manager tonight, the legendary Vinnie Jones, Esquire. And now, they've come from absolutely nowhere. They've done it the hard way. They're in the final turn. And Tim Langford. It's Wycombe. It's Wimbledon. It's the final of the fives. And there's 10 minutes away from the big money.
Performance by the 40-1 outsiders, Wycombe Wanderers, to make this final. There will be a new name on the trophy. Neither of these clubs have won it before. This is the way Wimbledon will line up. Sullivan, Skinner, Castledine, Elkins and Robbie Earle. Perry and Fear waiting on the sidelines. As for Wycombe Wanderers, Sadek, Jason Cousins, the excellent right back at Wycombe Wanderers, Dave Carroll, so talented, Mark West, prolific scorer in Wycombe's conference days, and Steve Brown, who scored the winner in the quarter-final against Queen's Park Rangers. And Vinny's here, and Sam's here as well, and Martin O'Neill, who never played for a London club. He says this is all new to him. Really enjoying the night, and why wouldn't he? It's Wimbledon against Wycombe Wanderers. £10,000 to the winners, £6,000 to the runners-up. Referee for the final is Calvin Morton from Bury St Edmunds. Wycombe Wanderers, if you need the identification by now, in the two-tone blue quartered shirts, traditional colours based on their background. And they used to have Oxford and Cambridge University players playing for them. This is Robbie Earle early on. And the reserve goalkeeper at Adams Park, Musadic's done very well tonight.
Yes, as I say, I've been very impressed with him. He's a confident lad, but the goalkeeping's been excellent tonight, it really has. And they've had some great shots to save, and they certainly haven't sort of dropped any sort of wallies, as we call them. They've been superb, they've gone in their hands and stuff as well.
This is Mark West. Wycombe Wanderers, first time in the tournament. Are they going to lift the trophy? Do have the disadvantage, of course, of just coming off the second of the semi-finals. They should be the more tired of the two. Wimbledon have had a chance just to put their feet up a little bit. Only 5 minutes each way, but you heard Trevor Morley saying earlier on, a West Ham striker, that it feels like you're out there for half an hour.
Yes, it's just right. It's you know, I mean, it's 80 degrees, as they're saying, and you know, it's hard on your legs on this surface as well. But the lads have done great. There's been some super football tonight, and perhaps Wimbledon should play like this more often, because on a Saturday, because they've certainly played some lovely football out there tonight.
Wimbledon, remember, were promised a trip to Las Vegas if they finished 5th in the Premiership. They didn't quite manage that, losing to Everton on the last day. I wonder if Sam Hammam will revive the offer if they win this.
I expect they'll be on some sort of bonus here, I guarantee that. Wimbledon always do things different to any other club. It was nice to see Vinny here. I mean, you can see he's out there and he's chanting them and he's shouting them on. He's certainly, whatever people think about Vinnie Jones, he is certainly a winner. There's no doubt about that.
And a club man as well to be here.
Absolutely.
Carroll leaves that for Brown. Jason Cousins, who was named in the Division 3 Team of the Year. Here he is. Very much improved defender. He was sent off twice in a week earlier in the season, but he's really mended his ways and knuckled down, Martin O'Neill says. Very impressive player. I've got a feeling he might just go a bit higher. Now Brown. Free kick to Wimbledon. And Vinny with lots to say from the sidelines. He gets married this summer as well, I think.
Wonder if he'll still be as mad as he is. Perhaps you might calm him down a little bit.
I wouldn't bet on it.
No, I would not. I don't think I'd want him to anyway.
Cat and mouse so far.
Yes, it's going to be that sort of game. It's just waiting for somebody to make a mistake. You know, there's no rush. They've got the 10 minutes, and there's some tired legs out there, so they've got to be very, very careful.
Carroll finds Brown, and here's Carroll again. Still might fall. West. Carroll. Well, Wycombe still looking pretty fresh in the legs. We've beaten Chelsea, Queen's Park Rangers and West Ham to get here. 3 Premiership clubs.
Yes, we say there's no fluke at all, and they look so well organised. You know, as I say, they play for each other. They're knocking the ball around. West has done superb for him up front. He certainly has. And Martin O'Neill, whatever happens, in the final here, I think he'll be very proud of his lads tonight. They brought a lot of good supporters with them as well. They're having a great time. So they've certainly enjoyed their first trip to the five-a-sides.
Elkins, it was on his good left foot for a moment. Robbie Earle. Hustled out of it by Carroll. And despite Earle's best efforts, Wycombe come away with it. Here's Brown. And that will be a free kick for the challenge by Skinner. That's a severe talking to as well from the referee. Wycombe Wanderers then with a free kick. They're hoping to become only the second side from the bottom division to win this. The first was Palace, and that was way back in 1959.
Very clumsy tackle there, and good to give a free kick away. Again, just tired legs, I think.
This is Dave Carroll, who's been tracked by a lot of scouts. Brown with the effort. Not too many chances in this final so far. Here's Robbie Earle. The record signing for Wimbledon at £775,000, even more than Dean Holdsworth. West got a lot of goals in Wycombe's days in the conference. Mark West found it harder to get a place in the starting lineup since they became a league side. Carroll does well. West missing his kick. It wasn't a bad chance, that, Peter.
Certainly, again, you see, you know, just a tired defender not picking him up, and it was a tired swing with his leg as well. Early on in the evening, he'd have crunched that, and that definitely would have been on target. But it was just a little bit tired there, a bit jaded.
Cautious first half, that. No goals. Wycombe 0, Wimbledon 0 at half-time. They've got 5 minutes to sort it out, or for the second year running, we're going to have a shootout.
Yes, that's right. Yes, it looks so. It's going to go that way at the moment. As I say, the lads have given everything tonight. They're still trying to play their football. They're still getting all the shots. People are not making so many runs now. But I just think that Earle might have a little bit too much pace, and he might just nick it for Wimbledon.
Well, apparently Martin O'Neill is always being told by his players how good they are at five-a-side. He said, well, let's see him prove it tonight. I think they've done that.
Well, they certainly have, yes. Yeah, I say he must be very proud of them. They've had a super season so far. They're in the playoffs, and also here they are in a London final. It's marvellous for them. Quite deservedly so as well.
Here's West. Does well. They're holding things up and just bringing the others into play. He's the kind of target man, if you can have that, like that, in this five-a-side. Quite a good little system they play, well organised. Carroll out to Cousins. And here's Cousins again. He can really crack them.
Super strike, keeper. Just bounced off his chest a little bit there, but tremendous strike from that distance.
Good composure about Wycombe Wanderers. You'd expect a Martin O'Neill side to be able to push the ball about a bit, wouldn't you?
Yeah, that's right. But West, as you say, he's up front in all the time. He's always a get-out ball for him. He's always there, you know, to play off. And you know, sometimes he takes two people away from there, and then you get to see people making runs, you see, and then all of a sudden the gaps open up.
Again, it was Cousins with the shot. Remember, Wycombe Wanderers are in the playoffs. In Division 3, they play Carlisle, which incidentally was where they started their Football League life. And 1-2-1. They'd love that kind of result when they go up there for the playoff match.
They're certainly looking the better side at the moment here.
But nothing to show for it. 0-0. Final of the Evening Standard London five-a-sides. Skinner. Oh, this has fallen for Carroll. Rocked on the way through by Alkins. Now Stuart Castledine. Back to Earle, who misses his feet. Brown. And that was good defensive work by Skinner there, running across his path. Alkins. Wimbledon have got the more tired look of the two sides.
Yes, they certainly have. Skinner, as you say, Skinner did ever so well there. Just got his body in front of the lad. He's a much taller lad than him, but he just got his body and just checked him out of it.
Earle. Wimbledon have found it's hard to score in open play so far. They've won 2 on the shootout. Castledine trying his luck, didn't really get hold of it. Carroll, Brown. There's a lot of space there, but he just didn't have the legs there, did he?
No, that's the last ball you want as well, you know. 5 or 6 yards in front of you. Play it to the feet, lads, please.
Hawkins, but he's lost out here. Brown. No free kick.
He is tired, the big man, now. He really is tired.
Maybe which side is fresh enough to win this, although time is ticking away. It looks like it might be a shootout. Fears come on, it's come out to Skinner. Wicked deflection, but above head height.
Yes, I think they're all going to bring some fresh legs on now. I thought the big lad was very, very tired there, and they just substituted again there, so... Fresh legs, that's what you want.
Titterton is one of them. Former Hereford defender who made a couple of appearances for Coventry, David Titterton. He's come on now. Wickham just shuffling the pack. Which of these two W's is going to take the trophy? West. Again, it's Cousins! Well, he hit it well enough. It was only the direction that was lacking. Dominated the match, Wickham, but they've not got a goal to show for it.
No, I think, you know, it's very hard for them to break with Wimbledon down there. Obviously relying on long shots all the time now, because as I say, they are tired and they can't get forward to get up to West. They're knocking the ball up to West quite comfortably, but they just can't get there anymore.
Cousins again for the side from the furniture town in the Chiltern Hills. The league's newest recruits looking to pick up the London five-a-side trophy. Cousins again, he's been everywhere, but again it's wide. Hawkins. Stuart Castledine. Hawkins once more. Almost like chess out there at the moment. Wickham with everybody back behind the ball. Hawkins wasn't far away.
Great strike that, great strike. Only inches away that. But straight away, Cousins lost the ball. Who's first back on the edge of his box is Cousins again. So determined, this Wickham side. They really are. They certainly work hard for each other.
It's beginning to look like a shootout here. 10 seconds remaining as the crowd go through the ice hockey-like ritual. There's no ice here, though.
It's nice to see they still stayed. That's the main thing, you know. It's not a very attractive final, but they've stayed on and they've made quite a lot of noise. It's nice to see that.
Nobody's going home. Well, this is going to be decided by this new system this season of the shootout, with players in turn running in from the halfway line and having to score in 5 seconds, with the goalkeeper allowed to advance.
5 seconds.
I wonder if that might catch on one day.
Well, they used
under FIFA rules.
Well, they used to do it in the States, didn't they? They had the 25-yard line, and you had to run from the halfway line and try and score. But I don't know. I don't think so. I don't think they'll come out for a long, long time anyway.
Well, a lot of people say it's a bit more like a football situation than just 5 penalties.
Yes, I'd go along with that again. But then again, I think you're just taking things away from the English game, and I don't like all this razzmatazz when we bring in different rules and things. I think we're all right as we are.
Now then, they'll all be working out which order they do this in, because remember, it's sudden death. The first side to get ahead, that is, will be the winners, although, of course, if you go first, the other side get a chance to equalise quite clearly.
Yeah, yes, that's right, yeah. But I can't understand it. The lads, when they're going forward, they seem to be getting too close to the goalkeeper. And, you know, the goalkeeper not having to do anything. All he's got to do is just smother the ball. And I think if they hit the ball a little bit earlier, when he's coming out, obviously the margin of the goal is bigger as well.
Well, it's going to be Dave Carroll first, and suddenly Martin O'Neill looking very intent and interested. They'd swap this, I'm sure, for getting through in the playoffs. But now here's Carroll. No, he's foiled by Neil Sullivan, a young man who's come back from a broken leg this year. Now, this puts the pressure on, because this is Stuart Castledine, who has already got a couple in shootouts tonight earlier in the competition. If he scores, Wimbledon have won it. He's only got 5 seconds. and he put that one over anyway, and the whistle had gone. It wouldn't have counted if he put in the rebound because the whistle went before he hit it.
No, that's right. It's the first time I've seen somebody try to go around the goalkeeper. The goalkeeper's going to smother, we all know that, and he's just gone to drag it, and he just didn't drag it quite enough. He could have took another touch on there, Ian, and he had an open goal. Look, he could have took another touch again with his left foot. The keeper couldn't have come back from that.
Cousins for Wycombe has done it. Jason Cousins puts that away emphatically. Well,
see, he's not let the keeper get too close to him here, look. So he's hit it right underneath him, look, before he can come out and smother it. Well taken. So deserves it, that lad, Cousins, as well.
He was the best player during normal time, I thought.
Super.
So Elkins has got to do this. He hasn't done it. And Wycombe Wanderers, in their first season in league football, have won the Evening Standard London five-a-sides, and don't tell them that it doesn't mean a thing. Look at that.
They've certainly come here to enjoy themselves. They've given great entertainment. And I tell you what, you know, he's talking about the underdogs coming and winning tonight, but tremendous. I'm pleased for Martin. I'm pleased for all the fans that are still here at Wycombe. And you can see there's plenty of them. And the players were tremendous. Well played, Wycombe.
Lots of fans have travelled down the M40 to support Wycombe Wanderers. And this is how it went wrong, first of all, for Wycombe Wanderers, for Wimbledon with Gary Elkins. Well done, look at that. That's the spirit. Vinnie Jones and Martin O'Neill. £10,000
yes,
for Wycombe Wanderers.
Marvellous, absolutely brilliant. Let's hope they get a little holiday or something out of it. They certainly deserve it after they finish the playoffs.
Well, it'll pay for a few beers.
It certainly will, yes.
There are not many packets of crisps here at Wembley Arena. They cost 70p each. That's the last packet I buy.
All right.
Chuck Musadik, the reserve goalkeeper, was a bit of a hero tonight. He gets very few opportunities with Paul Hyde as the number one, but made some vital saves. I wonder if we can get a word with Martin O'Neill somewhere amid that mayhem down there.
Martin O'Neill, many congratulations. 40-1 outsiders, we hear.
40-1, yes. I think a couple of the lads have backed themselves as well, too. I'm absolutely delighted. I don't care what odds we were. Obviously, first time ever in the competition. Magnificent effort by us. All we were hoping to try and get through, I suppose, really, was to get into the second round so you would ask us back again, you know? But we're absolutely thrilled.
Goalkeeper Paul Hyde did you proud there.
Paul, no, Chuck Musadik playing in goal for us.
Thank you, bud.
That's all right. He did fantastically well. But having said that, he's made some magnificent saves. You have to score them at the other end, and we did enough then to win, which is magnificent effort by us. Just up from the Vauxhall Conference last year to beat all these sides. In fact, 3 or 4 of my lads were in awe of Tony Adams when they saw him there in the tunnel. It's a great effort. We're absolutely delighted.
And hopefully a good Wembley omen as well for the playoffs.
That would be lovely. You know, we're a long way from that. We've Carlisle United, 2 very difficult games. But I mean, Wembley's our second home, so we're going to go for it.
Good luck to you. Congratulations, Martin.
Much appreciated. Thank you very much indeed.
He's never stuck for a word, has he? Martin O'Neill, well done, Wycombe. Came with the right attitude, and they thoroughly deserve their success. And we'll be back for the presentation shortly. Superbikes come soon as well. Wycombe Wanderers have won the 1994 Evening Standard Fives here at the Wembley Arena, and I think even Bobby Gould would concede they thoroughly deserve to do so, Bob.
They worked ever so hard, and they were the last team on in the semi-finals, and they come into the final game, and they just hung in there by the skin of the teeth. But then, when it went to the shootout there, the crowd was so excited, and when the keepers saved the last one, they've really taken the roof off here at Wembley Arena.
It's been a big crowd who have thoroughly enjoyed it, and we're ready for the presentations, I think.
Time to dish out some well-earned prizes. I'd like to please give a little welcome tonight onto a pitch to present tonight's prizes. Bill Cosgrove, Managing Director of Wilkinson Salt, who'll be presenting the Protector Player of the Championship. And if you are a fan of Wycombe Wanderers, I think you will agree that it deservedly goes to the man in the green shirt tonight, Chuck Musadik, Player of the Tournament. Keep smiling, Chuck. We also have with us this evening to present some trophies Clive Pollard, Managing Director of Pollard Sports. He'll be presenting the runners-up trophy very soon. And representing the voice of London, the London Evening Standard sports editor, Brian Alexander, who'll be presenting the deserved winners with the coveted Evening Standard trophy very, very soon. Before we do that, we couldn't have done it without some officials. Let's bring on our officials this evening. They've all done a fantastic job. Our referees, Kelvin Morton, Dermot Gallagher and Graham Poll. Our officials, our linesman, Keith Hill, Matthew Downey, and the man with the stopwatch who's been keeping them all in charge, timekeeper Colin Downey. And thank you, gang. Just to let you know that the teams that made the playoffs, that's the teams that got through to the second round, will all receive a cheque worth 750 smackers, so I'm sure that'll buy them a meal on the way home. Now, our semi-finalists tonight, West Ham and Millwall, well, they can commiserate with a cheque for £3,000 each. Let's bring on the team that came runners-up tonight to present the trophy. Clive Pollard, Managing Director of Pollard Sports, the runners-up, and a cheque worth £6,000, Wimbledon! Runners-up in the Evening Standard Fives for 1994. Runners-up in the Evening Standard Fives, Wimbledon. What a story this is, and I'm sure this will be splashed over the back page of the Standard tomorrow. First time ever in the London Five-a-Side Championships for the Evening Standard, a cheque for £10,000, and this historic Five-a-Side Football Championship trophy goes to the Wanderers of Wickham. And we also say good luck in the playoffs, lads, as well.
Yeah, congratulations from all of us once again to Wickham Wanderers, who have won the Evening Standard five-a-sides here at the Wembley Arena. Final thoughts, Bob? It's been a success, hasn't it?
It's been tremendous success. I should imagine Mr. O'Neill would like to be back here in a couple of weeks' time in the playoffs, so they've got a taste of it now. Let's see if they want some more in the playoffs. But a wonderful night for everybody, and as long as everybody gets home safe, Rich, including me and you.
Superbikes action coming up very shortly now. Well, that's just about it from us here at the arena. Live football tomorrow. There'll be international between England and Northern Ireland from Hillsborough. FA Youth Cup final on Thursday. But that's it. Hope you enjoyed it. Goodbye for now.
Listen, I tell you, I thought I'd come out this evening because, for goodness sake, after last week, I couldn't stand it. I don't know if we have any guests on the programme tonight, but